You know a Freddie Calhoun?
Sure, I know
Freddie needs money to get out of town. Says he's prepared to blow the whistle on a primo reefer distribution ring. Says he
Has he said how much it's going to cost?
$50.
And the department will front me the 50?
You can put in an expense claim. He's over at Mike Lyman's on Hollywood Boulevard. See what you can find out.
Alrighty.
Get moving, Phelps. Roy's informant is the skittish type.
$50? Do they think I'm made of money?
No, you just look like you're made of money.
Oh, very good. The kid's on form.
Dick.
I'd say on a scale of dull to scintillating, you're a solid tedious today, which you can be pleased with.
This police department.
ever
is
listen to yourself?
shaped in such a way.
I don't have the same voices in my head as you do, Cole.
Alright, relax, Randy Orton.
Goddamn wet.
Wake up, Cole.
Shut up, Earl. God. Talk too much, boy.
There's a little sneak. That's him in the back, Cole.
This guy?
Freddie, you're looking good.
You're gonna help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here.
20? I said...
You want the money or the alternative? Tell us about the reefer, Freddie.
Who's he?
Another good Samaritan. Answer the question.
Brass comes from Tijuana. They bring in 50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddie?
Gets stashed at a house at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Names, Freddie.
The guy at the house is a spick that goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz.
Cruz.
Now be careful. He likes guns.
I burned my
That's why I
finger
get my
earlier
money.
today.
Do me a favor, Freddie.
Don't know how.
Spend the money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch
It
jacket.
hurts.
Let's go visit this Cruz character. 50 pounds of dope. Crazy.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're
Juan
going?
Garcia Cruz residence. Vámonos.
You believe his story?
Sure. A hophead like Freddie would raffle his sister for his next score.
Call for help. I'll try and find the way in.
Oh! What the hell? dude at the other window. Oh, I'm dead.
Call for help. I'll try and find the way in.
North Los Palmas.
Roger, 11K. 1452 North Las Palmas. Officer C. 1452 North Las Palmas. Shots fired. Units to handle identify code 3.
I'm gonna come through the back.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
You're clear, go!
Got him.
I'll ask you politely to move on. Next time I won't be so nice.
Damn. Well, I wonder why they started shooting at us, like, immediately.
You guys don't half leave a mess. What happened?
No freaking reason.
Dope peddler, Juan Cruz. He opened fire and, well, the rest of the story tells itself. A silver dollar. I thought they took these things out of circulation.
Nah, there's nothing on his arms. Hands. A wallet? Yes, he does. Juan Garcia Cruz.
Juan
Let's call
Garcia
him out.
Cruz.
Hey, that's a restaurant. Where
This is
in
his
the
address,
neighborhood,
but this
so
place looks like a front.
it's dope. Alright. Then that's everything he has in his pocket. What's this?
Is this a drug or a village in Borneo? Doesn't appear to be in Spanish.
What's with all the tomato soup canisters? For boxes.
Doesn't anyone eat regular meals anymore? Junkies feeding on popcorn and grasshoppers living on soup.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Wow, that's crazy.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Parnell
Very
Soup
evolving
Company.
and shit.
A head office or factory in the Los Angeles area.
Just a second, Detective. Only one address
Very nice.
listed. 6310 Fountain Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
That's nothing. Wait. Wait. Oh, it is important. And not really. Hey, these guys were living off soup and strapped up to, like, fight. Which obviously they fought because they died.
Maybe if... No.
Boom. Oh. I was expecting that this time.
Phelps, you jump like a girl.
Says the idiot that just actually jumped.
Now we're getting somewhere.
More soup? Who in the hell keeps a secret stash of soup? You hungry or something, Phelps?
Weed.
I'd say that's pretty good value for 12 cents.
Factory sealed. Someone at the cannery has a lot of explaining to do.
More weed. Yeah. I'm gonna go like 10-ish.
With Juan dead, we need a new suspect, Cole. Is there a pattern to the deliveries?
This guy EJ seems to be bringing in most of the serious weight. The dates and times seem pretty regular. We should notify the border crossing.
Those fuckers are probably in on it. Let's wait and see how this plays out.
I need to get back to it, Phelps.
Oh, okay. I guess we don't talk to Carruthers. Excuse me, guys.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Case notes.
Where are we going?
Parnell's company. Where else will we go? Oh boy.
Ni siquiera respondas cuando toquen, porque es un muchacho joven y ahora uno puede estar seguro de eso, porque mira, así le hicieron a un señor que venían a arreglar el gas y la electricidad y cuando hicieron así, dice, ok, como lo vio bien vestido y todo, vino y le metió un puñete y le robó todo lo que tenía.
Okay.
Y este muchacho se ve bien vestido, elegante, joven, americano, como treintón.
Okay.
Y no abras a nadie, yo soy menor, yo no puedo abrir puertas, mi mamá está trabajando y mi hermano también. Ya, that's it.
Okay.
Cualquier cosa. Y si no te empiezan a tocar, dicen, si sigues tocando, yo voy a llamar a la policía. Cualquier cosa, nada más. ¿Qué le pasa a él?
Carruthers says the morphine is still turning up.
Makes sense. We have no idea how much of the stuff Lenny shifted. There's been no comeback from Cohen as yet.
Maybe Confidential Magazine is right, and Bugsy is on the slide.
You read that stuff? I wouldn't say it to his face if I was you. That is one hot-tempered son of a bitch.
Oy. I'm about to eat, honestly. I'm getting kind of hungry.
Right. Let's see if we can find out who's been over-seasoning the soup in this place.
LAPD. Who owns this factory, ma'am?
Mr. Parnell. Howard Parnell. I'll let him know you're here. Please, take a seat.
If you don't mind, we'll come with you.
If you must.
You just wanted to follow her, didn't you? You sly dog. I must apologize for my partner's roving eye. He hates saying goodbye, but he loves watching them leave.
Give it a rest, Roy.
If you could show these men in to see Mr. Parnell, Doris. They're from the LAPD.
Follow me, gentlemen.
She's cranky.
What is going on?
LAPD, sit tight, fatso. You could be in very serious trouble.
There's no reason to be rude. Take a seat, gentlemen. I'm sure we can sort this all out.
Maybe you can explain why we found $5 bags of marijuana in sealed Parnell soup cans.
That's an outrageous allegation.
How do you explain it, Chubby? We found at least 30 cans,
Why is he
all sealed up
insulting this
tight
guy's
with your
weed?
label on them.
Can I get a list of your employees?
Of course. We have nothing to hide. Doris, can you bring me in the current employee listing?
Here it is, Mr. Parnell.
On the desk, please.
Why is she smiling so creepily?
Any name on that list that rings a bell?
Oh.
This is familiar. 1452 North Las Palmas. A Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge.
The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
I know
Hell
nothing
yeah.
about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
Tell me what I want to know, Parnell, or I will have half the LAPD down here tearing this place apart. You're hiding something.
Am I right in thinking you would not want to pursue misdemeanors outside your drug case?
Depending on what you call a misdemeanor, we might be prepared to turn a blind eye.
The truth is, I employ a lot of illegals. No one wants to do menial work anymore. Most of my
Wetback?
factory staff
What
are
was a
wetbacks.
wetback?
The
Oh,
local
if you're
blacks and
really sure
Chicanos
what
all
are
want
you
jobs
doing
in the
today?
aircraft factories.
Presumably because the pay is a lot better.
Alright.
How are your sales, Mr. Parnell?
Just fine and dandy, son. We're entering a new era of prosperity. I hope you're both big soup eaters.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bud.
Mr. Parnell, do you know what kind of trouble you're in? Come clean with us.
Okay, so things are a little flat. We're deciding whether to lower production. It's taken a while to adjust to not having any military contracts. You know, we sold Uncle Sam 5 million cans of minestrone.
Knowledge
Ever heard
Freedom
of
Brothers.
Juan Garcia Cruz?
Not that I know of.
He has a brother employed here. You know him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans. I'm not familiar with them all.
Oh. Wow.
That's funny, Parnell. He has the same address as his brother Juan, who we shot dead less than an hour ago. You better give me something.
Look, I'm not involved in this. I'm getting enough grief from Washington. There's an investigation going on into profiteering. Like a guy shouldn't be able to turn a buck while the war is on.
I'm sure thousands of dead Marines sleep soundly knowing that you did okay.
Inside man, Jorge.
Tell us about Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge? I had no idea of his last name. His team does daily maintenance on the conveyor belts and cookers.
You're being made a patsy by a dope ring, Parnell, and you're happy to sit here and let it happen.
You want my help? I said I'd help. You want to call me names? You can go fuck yourself.
We'd like to take a look around the factory floor, Mr. Parnell.
I
Or
hope we
three out of
won't
four
have to
number.
shut down the line.
No, nothing like that.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that. I'll show you around myself.
I hate seeing how things are made. This is gonna be like that time I went to the slaughterhouse and couldn't eat steak for a week.
He went to the slaughterhouse.
This is where the produce comes in. We peel and sort all of the vegetables and add them to the line in regular quantities.
Fascinating.
Oh, look, there's carrots and...
Why don't you keep quiet? Might learn something.
Oh, good God. This really is turning into some nightmare school trip flashback.
This is the hopper, which boils and purees the vegetables. The other hopper is for the pasta. This way, please.
You're loving this, aren't you, Phelps?
The soup is ladled automatically into cans. Next stage is labeling.
I'd like to see the packing and dispatch area, if you don't mind.
Sure. It's over here. Follow me.
Lead the way, boy.
This is one of our dispatchers. Sergio, right?
Yes, sir.
These men are from the LAPD. Sergio here records our outgoing deliveries. They all go in the book. Just there on the desk.
Sergio, how you doing, buddy?
Can I have a look at that coin?
Sure, why not?
Silver dollar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The markings on it say it's been taken out of circulation.
Maybe. I'm not trying to buy anything with it. I like it. Brings me luck.
Factory sealed soup can.
Do you have access to the canning area?
I do. But I keep to my station. Loading and unloading. Don't care much for soup.
What was the question? Hold on. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I do, but I can't.
Sergio, if you don't give me something, I'm gonna go to Immigration Services and have you deported.
I get a shipment once every 2 weeks. Ernesto does the driving. I don't know his full name. Gets delivered here at night, or he gets it canned up. From here, it gets sent all over the country.
All over the country.
We're looking for repeat business in large amounts, Cole.
What's going on, Parnell? There's enough soup going to this place every day to feed a company of Marines.
What are you talking about? We're a family company using family recipes. We don't know anything about
What do you know about the 20th century
I need
market?
you to stop this from ruining the
Nada.
company's reputation.
I get the orders from upstairs. I send the goods where I'm told.
And you don't know Juan Garcia Cruz?
No, not me.
And you don't know.
You're a liar, Sergio. You're in it, and I'm gonna break you for it.
You're loco, Placa. I got nothing to do with Juan Garcia.
That's a lie, because you both got the same.
We found a matching silver dollar on Juan Garcia. What are the odds of that, Sergio?
Juan and Jorge are brothers. They're cousins. They work for some evil gabacho. The guy is an aberration. He gives out the silver dollars. Jorge gets me a list of deliveries every morning. 20th Century is always on there.
You keep your mouth shut for today and I don't take you in. Do we have a deal?
Do I have a choice?
Is that a serious
not really.
question? That's it for now, Sergio. If we need to speak to you again, we'll put in a call to Mr. Parnell.
If you have to, I guess.
We will be in touch, Mr. Parnell. It is imperative that things appear as normal here. Keep an eye on Sergio in case he gets tempted to blow the whistle.
Thanks. I'll do that. You're going to overlook my little immigration problem, aren't you?
Cheer up, Fatso. We're gonna let you go on squeezing these poor saps a little while longer.
We're about
Well,
to rain down
until some
hellfire on
commie
the entire
union types
operation.
infiltrate this place. I am glad to be out of that place. I never knew fresh vegetables could smell so bad.
Alright, let's get out of here. Oh. Oh shit. Wait, I thought this was Roy's car. My bad.
How many years have you been in Vice, Roy?
More years than I want to own up to, Phelps.
You have any idea who Rojas was talking about?
The gringo runs the operation? Could be anybody. You don't expect those morons to be running the show, do you? You ask Rojas how much a silver dollar is worth, he'd probably say 50 cents.
Any available unit, the 44 suspect to be taken into custody at Sunset and Ivar. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Stay straight on this road. Go straight at the next intersection. Next left. Make a right turn.
Good job. I'm here.
Sit tight. Let's take a look at what's going on.
Either these customers are serious soup lovers, or I think we found our middleman.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
I'm requesting assistance in a B-Wagon at 20th Century Markets, 1558 North Highland. Numerous narcotic suspects. Code 2 only, no sirens.
11K, roger.
Okay. Cavalry should be here any minute.
LAPD, nobody move!
I'll take my chances.
One second, guys. Alright, we back. Come here. Oh no, you don't. Oh, I got you. Ha! Turning on the jets. He wasn't ready for prime time.
Whatever you're carrying, hand it over. I'd say he's got about half a can left. I guess that makes me a pessimist.
You can't take me in.
Take you in? Be glad he didn't shoot you. I wouldn't have chased you. If it was up to me, you'd be talking out of a hole in the back of your head.
I want information.
Senor, I would like to help you, but I got a family in Mexico I have to provide for. And my compadres are very unreasonable.
Your compadres? Turn out your pockets. I need Ray to run down these silver dollars.
I need to make a deal. I need guarantees.
You have identification? Sanchez Erto, Mexican, Tijuana address. Here's the deal, Erto. You give me information, and I won't give you to immigration.
Knowledge.
Give me EJ, the driver bringing in the shipments, or I'll make you for it.
I run the shop. That's all I do.
Tell me the goddamn
I
truth.
did.
You
I
are
had
in this with the
philosophy
others.
I told you I know them. I told you my family's at risk. What makes me part of their gang? I'm not like
Shit.
them. They do not care if others suffer.
Parnell's soup.
Tell me about the soup cans.
The soup is very popular, as you can see.
It's real funny, wise guy. You want to try saying that again with no teeth?
I get a delivery at 7:30 every other day from the factory. Jorge organizes everything.
Isaac Newton.
We know about Jorge and Juan. Juan is dead. Tell us how you know the Cruz boys.
Ernesto put together this thing. He brought in Juan, Juan brought in Jorge.
Tell us about the Cruz boys. Ernesto put this thing together. He brought in Juan. Juan brought in Jorge. He seems genuine.
Continue.
I was already here. Ernesto knows I'm illegal, so he threatened to report me if I didn't help.
Report me if I didn't help.
And the money is good. The gringos and the gringas, they love the reefer. And I didn't want to have to leave and start again in San Francisco.
You're breaking my heart.
You're under arrest, Erto. I'll speak to the DA and see if he will agree to not seize your assets or deport you. That's the best I can do. You've got this one chance to cooperate, Erto. Give me your delivery boys, or you'll do every year that we were saving for them.
All right. There's a ship in tonight. Soup factory. 1 a.m.
We should get some steak out the cannery tonight.
Already said they were moving a week. That's a lot of soup cans.
I think this is an interstate operation. Moving dope around the country to grasshoppers. Local weed distributed the usual way, through Pachuco street punks.
Someone must know something. Drug baron character.
Here they come.
It's good. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going?
Let them unload the goods first.
How was your weekend? Damn exciting.
Got some money saved up.
Wait, we're
Move! Let's go!
I'm lagging a lot. Oh boy. About now.
Everyone into position.
Got your back. LAPD, put your hands where we can see them.
Go, Phelps.
What the hell?
There.
Put the weapon down. Now.
Why would you get in the way, you stupid cop? Oh my god. They just freaking
Everyone into
jumps in
position.
front
Got your
of me.
back.
Officer
LAPD,
down.
put your
I
hands
don't
where we
know
can
why.
see them.
Go, Phelps. Get in there.
Oh, my plans for WrestleMania weekend? I don't know. I'm actually still trying to figure that
Take cover, you lunatic.
Throw out the guns.
Wow, okay. I would like to meet up with you guys.
Keep moving.
Let's hope I'm able to go. Yeah. Alright. Move on up, gentlemen. Move on up.
Get behind something, Phelps.
Weapons on the ground, now.
I think that's the last of them, Cole.
I'm doing NXT House of Glory and June. Wow, that's a lot. I might just end up doing Raw and SmackDown after Mania. I haven't been to SmackDown. I've only been to Raw.
Detectives, found something here you probably want to see.
What'd you find? What this? What this? Ah, gotcha.
$1 per dead man. Doesn't seem like much for a human life.
Wait, what's this? Closing in on the... Wait, what cornerback? Hold on. How y'all about to make the highest paid corner? Oh. Oh, yeah, because he's a former preacher, no wonder. No, he's in Tennessee.
At the very minimum, another 50 pounds.
Yeah, well, they were gonna get rid of him regardless. Yo, what am I supposed to... Oh, wait a minute. Too much stuff to do, none... Exactly. Exactly. What am I supposed to do here? I feel like I'm supposed to go...
Not now, Phelps.
Alright, damn. Where's Pinker? I'm missing something. What is it? I have to go up here. Okay, I do have to go up here. Yeah, he has cash. That's it, though.
Must be $1,000 here.
No coin? Doesn't have a coin. A wallet. Oh. Oh, he does have a coin.
Yet another silver dollar.
I'm missing something. What am I missing? Roy, I'm gonna need your
Help me out.
Ray wants you to follow him and play with his magnifying glass. Go see what he's got.
Where's Ray? Ray, you ain't here, dog. Yo, Ramon. Where you at? I look for Ramon. There he is. Hello? Alright, out of run. Wanna come say hi? If you do any of those days, let me know so Kyle and I can meet. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll let you guys know. And thanks for stopping by. It means so much. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. What am I supposed to do with
Quite
this
a
guy?
coin collection you've gathered, Phelps. Let me look after the evidence. You get on with the case.
That's it? That's all? What? What? Yeah, what are we supposed to look for here? I missed something, didn't I? What dumbass. What did I miss? Where are the bodies? Let's take the bodies. I found the weed. I found the coin. Lay off the weed.
Tijuana address. We should see what the federales have on him.
Phelps, Earl, looks like quite a bloodbath. What's this all about?
Drugs and money. What else? Speaking of money, where did that roll go?
I picked it up for safekeeping. The department owes me 50.
Yeah.
Ray, I have another 2 coins for you.
Great. I've got something to show you. It's all set up on the table over here. There. Take a look at these coins you've been collecting.
There are letters cut into each coin, along with not legal tender.
Those are Morgan silver dollars from the 20s. They were removed from circulation and sent for disposal. A number of smelters around the country had the contract. Look at them together. Can you work out what it says?
Yo, I'm trying to figure this thing out. This is mad weird. I forgot how to do this. Metk. I'm asking. Oh, that makes sense. We cheddar cheese fries. I got it. Sweet cheddar cheese fries. And just no. Yeah. Well, the majority of the people that watch it are probably children. Mustang. Okay. Yo, dude, yesterday GTA was #1 before I went to bed. I was like, what? Why is GTA #1? And I saw that Summit was playing like RP.
The first coin, MAS. The second, ANG. The third, KAY. The fourth, MET. The fifth, ALS. Masanke Metals.
A metal foundry. Would you like the address?
Would I ever?
1034 Vine Street, Hollywood. We'll finish up here. It's already been a long night, Phelps. See if you can talk them into giving themselves up.
Oh, when Overwatch has this little tournament thingies, that shit skyrockets to #1. Where the hell am I walking to? I'm about to grab my food and start eating. I'm hungry.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
Might be going to the movies later.
I hope that big wad of cash doesn't weigh you down.
Whoa!
Get your priorities straight, Phelps. We're close to bringing in one of the biggest dope cases of the year, and you're worrying about unsubstantial evidence?
What the hell is this? Oh, stream a total of 500 hours. Wait, really? Oh, wow. The tables have turned.
Locked. We need another way in.
How the turntables have turned.
Yep, that'll work.
Full house. King's over 5. God damn it.
Hey, who the fuck is that?
Stay in cover!
The death. The Black Death.
You okay?
I'll tell you when I see what's waiting for us at the top.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to start watching Detroit.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Toma, coño.
Get in cover!
Got him. Boom. Smooth.
Find some cover!
Got him. Tango down. Let's go. Come on up. Yo, if he didn't die after all those bullets, sit down.
Empty. We'll have to be to 45.
I will put this entire clip into you.
LAPD, hands up!
Victor Sanders.
You know this guy?
I should have known.
Of course I know Roy. Roy and I have had an arrangement for many years.
You're under arrest.
Am I?
This guy was in love.
We have a mountain of prima facie evidence, as well as the testimony.
You'd be surprised how things have a habit of sorting themselves out. Evidence disappearing. Witnesses that can't be found. Policemen that forget. The impossible becomes probable when you have a client list like mine.
Shut your mouth! Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Working vice can be a thankless task, Phelps. But on behalf of the brass and the moms and dads and the concerned citizens, I'd like to commend you and your partner
Jalen, that
for
you?
smashing this dope ring. Reefer is almost as big a threat to the children of this city as communism.
What about Sanders, Lieutenant?
Leave Sanders to me, Phelps. The chief will be looking after that one personally.
He will be brought to trial.
Phelps, we are celebrating your success. Don't push your luck. Sanders is no longer your problem.
We beat the case, boys. 13 out of 13, 7 out of 9, 4 stars.
Your platoon is what remains of recon. I'm folding you into the 22nd. You'll be going up that damned hill tonight.
We're intelligence gathering, sir.
I don't need intelligence, son. I need men who can hold rifles and kill Japs. Tonight, you're a rifle company. We've got cooks, mechanics, and stretcher bearers all going into the line. We aim to break them tonight, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant or Lieutenant?
Good to see you, Hank.
You too, Cole. How's your war?
Not quite what I expected.
As long as I live, I will never get over that sound.
Hey, who's that medic? He'll be killed going out there. It's Sheldon, the guy from the Osakawa Bridge. That guy's got no fear.
Yo, this guy's crazy.
He didn't make it.
I didn't go out there to save him.
What are you saying, man?
I went out there to put him out of his misery, to ease his pain. Do you have a problem with that?
Murder, Corman.
That's war, Lieutenant. Smell the stench. Feel the horse's breath on your neck.
You need help, man.
Call for me tonight, Lieutenant. When you're up on that hill. I've been up there 3 times already. The circles of hell have nothing on Sugarloaf Hill.
Get this madman out of my sight!
Why are you calling him a madman? He's just telling you how it is. Like, how's your first day? No, I thought you had a class.
You
in
like
the
the
morning.
fight game, Phelps? I did a little boxing in the Marines. I found it a pretty humbling experience.
Fix you a sandwich, buddy.
Gunpoint
Corned beef and egg salad,
bar.
12 cents. Bologna and ham and cheese,
What
10.
the fuck?
It's strictly a mug's game. You'll like
That's
this
a
fight,
new
though.
one.
A plucky limey's about to take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro.
You sound pretty sure about the result.
I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid. Let's get a ringside seat.
Look at Mickey go. My boss. I'm about to let him out. Oh.
That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing room. Let's find out what's going on.
God damn you, Albert! You get out here right now!
Step back! Ellie, what's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro. I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you were out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple 100 other people.
Stand aside.
He dipped.
He squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
And they
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
He's a little shitbag. Yes, I said little shitbag.
You look troubled.
You look troubled. We all look.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No,
Can I
no,
help,
Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Jalen, was that you,
some of the
man?
guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town.
I'll be right back.
It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands. And you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Harry, Mervyn, and Ray.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I, plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
Oh. That's cold.
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
Move phone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks. You know the place?
Flop house. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine, where are we headed?
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
It's a front for his illegal activities.
It is that, but he does carry some very sharp suits.
If it's okay with you, I'll stick with Brooks Brothers.
Who's Brooks? Who's Brooks Brothers? Jesus, I can't speak anymore.
You don't know Brooks Brothers?
Oh shit! Landon Collins is going to the fucking Redskins? Wow. Interesting. Definitely an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
I don't believe you.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Orson Welles? What the hell? Shirley Temple? Tyrone Power? Bob Hope?
You dropped something?
Hey, Clark Gable, the guy from Cheaters.
Winston Churchill, a very patriotic Englishman, is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house,
Love that
Adley
show.
can't get out from his shadow.
Cheers.
Door's unlocked.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance. Looks like he's had a broad up here.
Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight. Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago. Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon. Gives us an angle if he has a real love interest.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
One more thing. You left a note here. He did quick maps.
Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
I do.
Not much help.
Wait. Andale. Right here. Movie theater.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts.
Hey! Fuck you! Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car?
That guy just screamed "fuck you" at someone for no reason.
You drive.
All right,
I need to go over the
let's
case
go
notes.
After his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
Huh? Yes.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
Oh, shit.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
You're an idiot, Roy.
Give it up, bitch.
Sounds like we're missing
He's
all
gone
the
and
fun.
Like hitting women.
This isn't gonna end well for you, friend. Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute and take a look around.
No, I don't want to check his damn...
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians
Said
carry
call
them.
her,
A
not
real
me.
man uses his fists or a gun.
No, I'm in the room.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
It's a lie.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
Yeah, I can. He's dumb as hell.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him, shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight?
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and I have to take beatings for him as well?
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run and then I say adios to this dump.
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of here. That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Good luck, Miss Edwards. I hope things work out for you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say so.
Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes. Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
And come on.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hold position. Hold position. And go.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
What was what?
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Rob him.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Definitely no rush.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Wait for it. Hold position. Go. Hold position. I know it. Go, 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 go. Around.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
What the fuck up, man? Yo, again? After yesterday?
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Oh. Dude, can she slow down? I'm trying to eat my food. Alright, move in now. No. Wait. No, don't run into the wall, you doofus. What's a fort?
Bookmakers?
Yes. Surprise, surprise.
Know that face? That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug pushers last week.
A blonde woman just came in here.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
What are you doing?
An old intelligence trick from the Marines.
What were you trying to add? Numbers?
We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Move, 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 move.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
That one hurt. Yeah.
Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings.
Johnson.
Smart play.
Question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Fuck the floor. Fuck the floor.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
Alright, looking like a cheeseburger.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Cheeseburger.
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow
Assistant
Cab
to the
Company,
regional
Hollywood
manager.
2187, please? This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Send 1 round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
You know the way. You can drive.
What?
All right, where to?
Aw.
You have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
North Cherokee Avenue.
This guy's voice sounds like that, and you're still smoking. I don't get it.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine, where are we headed?
This broad's planning on cleaning out every bookmaker in town.
Hammond needed to make sure he was getting a bigger payday than if he'd taken the flop.
Never trust the limeys,
exactly
especially where a fight's concerned. A mistake we can't seem to stop making.
Attention, employees of Dunder Mifflin. We're going bankrupt.
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
Goddamn right she is.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. Should know his goddamn place.
I think he knows. I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
He's punchy. His brain's going to mush. Winston Churchill? Give me a break.
Churchill is a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
Perhaps he looks up to Churchill. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Oh, look, there's the Poco. Our brothers in blue.
Hammond is full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
Everybody doing it there. How's everybody's weekend? Cannot get too close. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Smooth transition. Easy clappings. If I turn on that siren, it's all over. It's all over now.
Oh! Shit. Better drop back, Cole.
Fuck, I'm on way.
That bitch is giving me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Pull over. She's heading inside.
Oh, is she now?
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell. You got a problem, pal? This town's dangerous. This guy's got a screw loose.
Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy.
Mickey.
Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
.32 caliber. One shot fired. The Egyptian Theater.
So, what now?
The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Make me proud, gentlemen.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we
Yeah,
going?
only been live for an hour and a half.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot
Seriously,
quicker than that if you decide to
they all
screw over
lost a
Mickey
bet,
C.
they all can't go on vacation. You can go on vacation, do nothing in their house, and just hang out for a week. The guys in the game. That's the 40s, actually, not the 60s. I don't know. Make tiles.
This seems like a long shot.
Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Yeah.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all clear.
bitch. He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Reminds me of what No Glow was like. So No Glow, what are you gonna do with your money? Buy myself a wife, a couple of kids.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was...
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kids.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Holy shit.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
I'm laughing.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro. Kill a cop. And it's the electric chair.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he just doesn't listen. What the hell? That's the first time I've meleeed someone in this game with a gun.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down,
spam
Roy.
the triggers.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. The
He went,
Scania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
Donnelly and the homicide squad send their best, Phelps. They're more than pleased that you wrapped up the Edwards killing. They're a little mystified about the motive. You have any ideas on that?
Crime of passion, sir. Looks like some sort of love triangle between the manager, the fighter, and his girlfriend.
No sign of the scrapper?
No, sir. Looks like he left town after the fight.
Okay. It's homicide's problem now. Good work, gentlemen.
What happened? I forgot about that. I went bananas with, yeah.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there.
Yo, what are you
The
doing?
coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the Army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
There's so many of them.
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Remember, I also
Your
put
interest
ones
in my
in, I
appearance
put
is
a bunch
starting to
in
get me
prison
worried.
too.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Mm-hmm. I'll be right back.
Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks.
And I'm hungry. Yes. With a bit, never mind. I understand what I was gonna say. None. No. No.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug?
I was gonna say what the
How can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead. Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly. Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
You gonna go eat? I don't know. I just assumed. Okay.
Looks like barbiturates. Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
I'm not kidding you.
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing?
Alright.
We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
There's more stuff in here. I gotta find it. Get out!
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look. There's been a modeling assignment.
There's a message on this one.
It's a place to start. Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Freaking Cole. A message. Alright. We got what we came for.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Mr. Henderson.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Would she have killed herself for a man?
Miss Julie would never have killed herself. She was a very determined young lady. One of those people who shake the tree for all it's worth.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Men friends, Mrs. Reynoldson. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home. Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
My old
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
I miss Rusty and Stefan. Great partners, actually. No, Rusty is a drunk. But...
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Alright, who are we visiting? Dr. Stoneman?
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Oh! Rinku, man. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. How'd your stream go? How are you doing? Welcome,
Yes, sir,
everybody,
your
from
name?
Rinku stream.
LAPD.
Daily Sniper.
We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
How y'all doing?
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No.
I just came
we
out of
wouldn't.
nowhere.
Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman,
That's
I
good,
have
that's
some
good.
gentlemen from the LAPD
You
here
off
to
to
see
work
you.
now?
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Oh boy.
Your
Yeah, that was a
investigation is
sneaky
much more
read.
important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm
alright.
very sorry to hear
Well,
that.
have a good day at work, man.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
I think I'm almost done with this game.
She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the raid again. What do you say to me? How well, not barely at all. She was my patient in 16 months ago or so. How about that, bud? Intuition.
You didn't like her, did you?
Wasn't a
Oh,
question
he
of
was
like,
lying to me.
Detective. She was incredibly beautiful. When you looked in her eyes, you knew how a mouse felt before a snake. Not an ounce of warmth there.
Oh, wow. That's dark.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the
Benzedrine was
fashion
Benzedrine.
business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
Yeah, sure you
That'll
did.
be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
This guy certainly is an interesting character. And look at this kitchen. It's nice-ish. For doctors.
The old boy is lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved
About
when he
knowing
said she
her.
was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
The clothing store?
Well, hello.
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
Does she
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found
She
dead this
did.
morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Huh. I'm not entirely sold on her response here.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
She's being
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any
why
close
weren't you
friends
happy?
here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
Ron Swanson, I think her
Please don't
daughter
inform
has
her
been
about Miss Randall's death.
hiding a secret from you.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she?
She did.
Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. How did you
Relationship
meet
with the
Julia?
victim.
I was introduced through my fiance, Henry Arnett.
Okay.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he
What the hell's
is.
a bow?
Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Okay. Fuck. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
It's the circle of life. I don't know why I just said that.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Hollywood Receiving Hospital. Why is her apartment not crossed out?
Nice move not
I
telling
miss-
old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Cole,
Brothers?
Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only
shit, what
person
happened to that
enjoying
guy?
this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Damn, they messed them up.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
Phone's ringing.
Carruthers.
Phone call.
Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Roy's such an asshole. Oh, interview room 2 right here.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Figured.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
And you were close?
We were friends.
Oh, you lying
Miss
sack
Randall's
shit.
landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Oh, come on.
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Yeah, what's up?
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julia Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
You're some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Damn.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Whoa, back off before we get made. Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Damn it, we got pink. He's off, quick.
Alright. Let's see.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
What? How did he discover me, man?
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
God damn it. Everyone's looking at us, Cole.
You're gonna kill.
He's in a hurry.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
How the hell did he discover me? The fuck? Oh, that's some That's some bullshit.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
How did he discover me, man? Former Redskins wide receiver tends to sign with Oh my god.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
in. Can't risk losing the trail.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket for Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
My God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
Gordon and Wilcox. Dun, dun, dun. La, 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 la.
Isn't that the...
Alright, let's go to the police station.
Can you drive to this one?
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Oh, wow. One guy and 2 dames? How do you know he's juggling 2 dames? There's something you're not telling us, Roy.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Dope.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Fabergé.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Miss Beverly Storm.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here. Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad. Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
This is Everstorm. Or Eavestrom. Eavestrom. I don't know why I said Everstorm.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid.
Buffalo to sign veteran running back to 1 year, $2 million contract. They signed Frank Gore? Yeah. Erner.
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Throw out the guns.
I got you down.
You're covered, Phelps. Stay in cover.
Move, I got you.
Got him. He did.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. I nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where are we going?
We missed something. Pero what did we miss? Is the question. Alright, I'm fine.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with...
We missed something, Roy. The real question is, what did we miss? How did we miss it? Nobody's in here. What did I miss?
So what next?
You want to go digging around in drains trying to support Mal's theory? You go ahead. I'm not getting my hands dirty.
What now?
You want to go digging around in drains trying to support Mal's theory? You go ahead. I'm not getting my hands dirty.
Doesn't give me anything to go on. Don't think this is any use to us.
Could it be outside? Yo, I hate this damn case for this freaking shit. Like, I never find this clue. I don't know. I give up. Let's just go.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed? Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
So you have no idea who did this burglary? A lot of these cases tend to be inside jobs.
How dare you impugn my character and the character of my staff? If you have no further questions, I suggest you leave.
I don't like
What can you tell us about the burglary?
That terrible night, at least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation!
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
What are we missing? Let's go back to the apartment.
It's the next right.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Take the next right.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Damn, where's the slab? Still don't like him though.
Take the next right turn. Straight ahead. Straight over the next intersection. Straight through the intersection. Take the next right.
My driving skills are amazing.
Straight on. Straight over the next intersection. Go straight at the next intersection. Go straight through. Turn left up ahead. Straight over the next intersection. What are you doing? Straight ahead.
Bro, how far does this man live? Sweet Jesus.
What the hell?
He's only a writer. He
Come
can't
on,
really help.
sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop!
Don't kill him,
LAPD!
Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on,
Put your hands in the air! Give it up, LAPD!
What happened?
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was our net?
He's coming round, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry? We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective? I thought as much. Shouldn't you be calling me an ambulance or something?
Damn it.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
You wanted Julia Randall out of your life.
Why would he want that? Julia was our friend.
Julia was his hump, sweetheart. They were the Bonnie and Clyde of society burglars. He met you and realized he didn't have to steal anymore. He could just mooch from you. He needed Julia out of the way.
Julia was insatiable. She didn't care about anyone, not the least me. She was never going to go back to the poverty she came from. I wanted it to stop.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Give it up, Arnett. You're facing the gas chamber. Give the judge some reason to commute.
Man, this guy.
I still don't get it, do you?
Fucking.
Julia entrapped everyone. She was so beautiful.
Shit, bro. Like,
so goddamn cold.
They all just.
Henry
lied to
Arnett,
me.
you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better. Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Oh.
Didn't see that coming.
God.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Bro, what happened?
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Yo, this guy. Can you move, Roy? Thank you. My God. Mr. Earl. I did not expect this guy to throw himself out the window like that.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful, Roy.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience?
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy, as long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
Thank God
Yeah,
I didn't
killed
park
himself.
there.
Oh, no.
Take the next left.
Oh wow, what a coincidence. He lives down the street and to the left.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this, the kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh, no you don't, you little shit. It would be nice if you would have just shot Roy and Roy fell. What would you happen?
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is! Waste the son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Yeah, I did that. Questions. Or no.
is gone, Hank. The Major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cal still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. But God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Oh, yeah. Manifest destiny.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
I think
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
You're the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't marry.
Alright. Thanks for tuning in.